And that's what's going on. That took 15 minutes to fix. Oh well, worse things could happen.
Monitor is so big it barely fits on my desk, and it's just like pushing my keyboard out. I don't have anywhere to rest my palm.
Yay, something's working.
Warning. Warning. Main bay doors open. Please keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Stream will begin shortly.
All right. And good to go. I'll make a group. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm in the testing grounds.
Uh-oh.
Just looking around.
That must mean you're trying to test something. Thomas J was just telling me, Drax, that he bought a new monitor today.
Oh, what'd you get?
It's 1440p 165 hertz monitor by LG.
Nice, man.
He just wants to let everybody know he's about to kill them more smoothly.
It's so smooth.
It's nothing like new technology.
Especially when it's actually better than it used to be, you know?
Yeah. That's why I have problems buying mobile phones, right? Because you get to this point where you're looking at them going, hang on, why am I being so fussy? This technology, even on the mid-range phones, wasn't around 4 years ago. So you're already buying a better phone. Why am I being so fussy about which particular better phone I need?
I usually buy a phone because of the camera. If the camera's better enough to justify. So I went from a 6 to a 13. So I waited that many generations before I upgraded.
I have my original iPhone, which is the first one that came out.
I have a 3, I guess.
In a box still.
What?
Can you help me with something?
What do you got?
And then
hang on one second. Hang on one second, Drax. Thomas, are you going to be in the testing grounds for a while? Should we drop without you?
He's being called to help someone.
All right, we'll just drop. Because he wasn't making sounds like he was going to necessarily join instantly.
So when I decided I wasn't going to ever use an Apple product again, I got rid of my iPhone. I mean, I've got my original iPhone that's still in the box, but the iPhone that I was using, I got rid of that. And then I went to some Samsung phones, which are nice, but the same bloated wear appears. And then I'm realizing I don't need to be such a, I can't swear on this channel, such a fool with more frivolous with my money. I don't need to be buying high-end phones anymore because I'm not working. I don't need that. I mean, mostly it's just competing. Bragging rights is just ridiculous. Not that I did it for that reason. I always did it for that. Oh, it's the best technology around. But honestly, I have to swear at this point, it's a bit of a wanker thing to do.
Yeah.
I hope that's not a complete swear word for you. But anyway, so
it's the British. It's the British thing, kind of. You know.
Okay. So a mate of mine brought the latest Nokias that were coming out like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So I used to have Nokias when they were Sony Nokia Ericsson kind of thing.
What are those?
I'll go back to them and see how.
What are those?
Well, back when there were more options for phones.
No, the name, I've never heard that name. What is it? Nokia?
Nokia?
Oh, Nokia.
Nokia.
Did you call it Nokia?
Nokia.
Nokia.
Nokia. It's not Nokia. It's Nokia.
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 It's Nokia.
You Aussies are fun.
Thank you. So I bought it, but it's like it because they only sort of ramped up again like 3 years ago. They're deficient in their software. Like even though it's got the Google default, which is one of the reasons why I bought it. I wanted like a Google default
I think my brother's joining soon.
sort of thing, and it's just been problematic. So I don't think I'll be buying another Nokia again. So I'm looking around at mid-range phones. We don't get all the phone options here in Australia. Like there are particular brands I'd love to have here. I'd have to buy them on the grey market overseas, and it's really annoying.
That's kind of like
wanna do
criminal
that.
behavior, isn't it? You know how to do all that, right?
Groupa.
Hey, McFish.
Yeah, I do. But, you know, I do know how to do that, but I don't really want to because repairs and all that kind of stuff become more expensive if you need to send them back overseas. So I don't want to do it.
They don't.
Anyway, I also don't need the top end range anymore. I just need the mid range.
See, I want the high quality video, the 4K, 60p and 40p video, even on a phone with much better lenses, because then I can do B-roll on Jessica's stuff when I need it and use it if I have to.
But I think,
so for me, it's a semi-professional use, right?
Yeah, I just can't justify spending like in Australia, those top end phones can be up to $2,000, which is just dumb.
Oh, right.
Like, you know, I'm not working, so it's just really
Plus,
dumb.
I got my phone for
and the mid-range,
what I think about for $400.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, biggest market in the world, so you know,
well, there was a buy one get one free deal. So Claire got one, and I paid a little bit on theirs to make it cheaper for them, but then it made me eligible.
Are you in a lock-in contract?
No.
Like, are you?
No, because I paid it off after a month.
Isn't that great the way now they don't force you to... They used to, back in the day, it used to be if you got the phone, you were locked into a certain supplier. I hated that.
Well, I know. It's ridiculous.
I hated that contract period.
It's ridiculous. But, I mean, you have to pay off the device, obviously, but they wouldn't let you out of the contract even if you paid off the device.
I always buy them outright.
Yeah.
I always buy them outright. I'd never... Because I hate locking
I do too.
kind of stuff. I
do too. Hey, Joe Creek.
And one of the reasons why I hate Apple products is because their right to repair thing is like really problematic for their stuff. So
they might be changing that a little bit. Is that
what
I've heard is true? I don't know.
Well, so some of your states have basically thrown out the whole.
You can't do that kind of.
But some states have lent us the other way, where they've kind of sided with Apple. And they've watered down some of these bills, I think. So it's made it more difficult. I think it's the software element, not the hardware element.
But they don't really. I mean, they have access to the software anyway, just by buying a phone and hacking into it. It's not.
You'd have to. There's a guy on YouTube that
talks about it.
He's a repair guy. He sort of goes right into it. He's right into the politics of it too.
Hey,
I don't really follow it closely.
Hey, anymore. McFish, what did you get for $50? What phone?
Was it a Moto 4 or Moto G or something? I don't know. It's a good phone.
Is it a smartphone or like a flip phone type thing?
It's a smartphone.
Or a semi-intelligent phone?
Yeah, because the only thing I do on my phones these days is my banking, maybe watch a couple of like articles, and that's it.
Yeah.
I suspect somebody that's not a phone connoisseur wouldn't know the difference between mine and yours or Drax's.
He got a jitterbug. Oh, Miss BNR, that's hilarious because my mother-in-law has a jitterbug and I hate it. But it's fine for her because she can work it, right? And she could not do it on iPhone. It was just too hard. She couldn't literally drag the open slider open to turn it on.
What's a jitterbug?
It's a phone with extra big buttons and a flip open, and it's just like the old phones that,
for older
she's
people.
used to using, so it works for her.
Yeah, that's great. I bought my mum like a simple phone. It was still a smartphone, but it's a very simple, basic thing. Because she just needs to call and receive calls on it. She doesn't do anything else.
Moto G.
Yeah.
Hey, Crimson, welcome.
Hey, Crimson.
Hello.
I go blind when I turn the brightness all the way.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, my last few phones were $50 each, and some of them were Moto 4 or Moto 4X or Moto... I don't know. Moto something.
Moto Kart.
Yeah, we get motos too.
Well, I upgraded.
I'm just getting frustrated with my phone because I find the software just doesn't work the way I want it to. So I'm thinking of getting a new phone, but if I look at the options, there's just too many options.
There's a lot of options. Jacob my son got a Android something or other, but he thought he would like it better than the iPhone because he's got a friend that has one and he used it for a little bit. And before he bought it, I said, you're used to the user interface experience on the iPhone, and likely you're going to like it better. And so make sure you play with it a lot before you decide that. And so he played with it like an hour. He said, yeah, this would be great. And I can customize it, blah, blah, blah. That'll be super. And so he got it. And then within about a week, he's saying, I think I made the wrong choice, because he started to really hate the user interface. It's just too many weird things, too many clicks to do the same thing. And he started not liking it.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I'll say about Apple is it's for idiots, and if you've used it long enough, you pretty much have made yourself an idiot.
So then you don't have a choice,
so
right?
Getting used to
you can't do something
Android,
that requires more intelligence.
Well, yeah, you've dumbed yourself down, and so the ability to use something a little bit more complex or have more user control, it's a problem.
For me, it wasn't about the user control. For me, it was the number of steps it took to do the same simple thing that was ridiculous. So I don't mind customization or customizability or any of those extra features. That's great. But if I just have to, click 5 times to edit somebody's contact information instead of once or twice, then I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either. I've never done that on an Android.
Well, you probably don't. Mm-hmm. You have to have contacts that you want to edit, though, right? Do you edit them? I mean, you may not ever edit them, right? You might say, well, they're in there, they're good.
You're saying I have to have friends. No, yeah, you're right.
No, I thought I could go there. I thought I'd better not go there. I just went for.
I wish Phelan was here. He would have.
I wasn't trying. I didn't want to go there. I turned quickly to just editing the contacts because I didn't want to come across that way because I know you have friends. I didn't want to be snarky or, I don't like to do put downs that are sarcastic put downs. I don't mind joking along with something that's, ridiculous, but.
Target spotted. Oh, okay. Dead.
Looks like I'm not getting anything over in here. Guess I'll go over here where everybody else is. Oh, we have snipers up there?
Black ladder, echo 6, close above.
You guys gonna come up here?
I'm coming, Beanie Boy.
Affirmative. Target spotted.
This guy's missing an arm. That doesn't bode well.
I mean, I held back a lot of their team, but anyway, couldn't hold them back completely.
Target spotted.
Oh, we're spread out. You guys are nowhere. Okay. We're gonna lose the top.
Great. And my guns, I made like 2 shots and my guns jammed.
Our team is just spread out. They're not all up here.
Can't hit anybody from here.
Airstrike online.
We needed to push them off straight away.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
How are we doing up on top there?
Target spotted.
Well, Mech's just still
All
up
right,
here.
I'll come back up. I was poking at these other guys.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
There's a fair few, and I'm sure some of the lights have got through and we'll come around and see if I actually.
Target acquired.
Boy, everybody's got an arty strike to share.
Person critical damage.
Good work, Fish.
Where are they shooting at me from?
Yes.
Right behind me.
Well, it's 3-7. So just about anywhere these days.
From all over.
Yeah. I was too tip of the spear then.
Ouch.
I was hoping like everyone was coming up behind me, but it didn't happen that way.
I didn't do
Wow,
well.
that explosion was spectacular. It looks so
He's mesmerized by his new screen. I died so crisply.
Right person, critical damage.
Oh, well,
Miss BR, no, you're not dumb, and it's not your phone. Drax is actually a little confused.
yeah. Basically, Apple products made you dumb. So it's fine because it's given you the ability to use the technology. It's very friendly, like it's very user friendly. I was brought up on Apple. I had one of like the first. My school had one of the first Apples.
I'm glad we use it in Android from
Hemisphere.
start, you know.
I was hooked on Apple forever. And I will say it was an adjustment to go, like just with the phones, onto an Android. But when you look at what Android produces, Android generally brings out the best technology way before Apple does in terms of like the stuff that phones get to do. So, for example, those wireless charging stuff was Android had, I think, 4 or 5 years before Apple did.
Yeah.
My
There's a
brother
few
wants to
things
drop.
that the Androids have way
put them
before
in
Apple
here?
gets it. But Apple's really environmentally friendly. Like the ability to use your PC, your phone, your tablets, and it all just kind of work together really well. Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's not.
fantastic.
They don't. It doesn't work well
require
together.
you to think.
Apples
Oh,
don't
it
work
doesn't?
well together. Not with my PC. No.
Oh, they
I've
used
got
to.
a 4 gig file,
They used
4 gigabyte video file. I cannot transfer to my PC. I cannot transfer.
Is it a Mac app?
No, I don't have a Mac.
Is it a Macintosh?
Yeah,
computer?
with a Mac it does.
No, I'm
but
talking
with
about. No, I'm talking about
PC.
an Apple computer, an Apple iPhone, and an Apple
Oh, sure.
tablet.
But they've been advertising for 20 years that they're cross-compatible now for moving files back and forth, and you still can't do a simple transfer.
No,
It's ridiculous.
yeah. But within the Apple community, like their products work really well together, and that's kind of why they're great for people because you don't have to think too hard about
Yeah,
them.
hang on one second.
So for that reason, they've dumbed us
Hang on one
down.
second. Hey, Thomas J, can you
Like,
mute
if it
your
comes to
your comm when you're talking to other people around?
Oh,
Because we're having to listen to your conversation while trying to have our conversation. Thanks. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Oh,
Well, that's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not calling you an idiot, Miss Binar. I'm calling your ability to use sort of like Android technology or
that's a
stuff that
baseless
makes you-
and
you have to
unfounded
think.
accusation or assessment, though, because I can use an Android phone quite well. I just don't like them.
okay.
I mean, I've been in tech for decades. I understand tech. I can use tech.
McFish is my secretary. He's my fact checker.
Not some tech I don't care about, right? Some tech I don't want to care about that, but I can use it when I want to. And I tried to use my phone, and I could use it. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the experience of it. I didn't like the things that I had to do the simple things that could have been done.
What brand
so
of
much
Android
easier.
did you get? Because like
I had a Galaxy
Android,
Note
so say
4.
you got a,
So it's a pretty nice.
Yeah, well, Galaxy, there's your problem.
Well, at the time, it
Galaxy
was
says you-
the highest rated, nicest phone that you could get on the Android platform.
Well, the marketers said it was, but it wasn't really. I think Androids
Hey,
make
Fox.
you work more for it because it gives you the ability to really adjust and get the things that you want and how you want. But if you're not used to making those kind of decisions or hunting down things, it means that you're kind of like
I
lost.
don't mind
and
changing
confused
things
and
the way I
disgruntled.
want. I don't like to do extra unnecessary steps. So to me, what it means is it's a lack of good quality user interface if you make me work harder to do the same thing that somebody else can do in a quarter of the steps or half the steps. And it's more intuitive to
Yeah,
get
I think
there.
Apple
So I think they do a
presents a
better
more refined-
design of user interface, and I think they still
They,
do.
they bring to the market. I think they bring to the market a more refined end product, but there's no choice. Like there's just this is it. This is all you're going to use. Thank you very much. Whereas Android, it doesn't do that to you, and because it doesn't do that to you, yeah, you do have to work for it. But I will say this: there are some bad end product Android options out there where if you get it and that's your experience, and then you say, well, that's what Android, I don't like it, then that's what I'm hearing from you.
No, that was my example. I've touched Androids multiple times since, and my own son just had the exact same experience.
That's your constant
and
experience?
he's certainly
Really?
user savvy. He's a smart kid, physics degree, knows computers well. He can do it. He just didn't like it either. And I told him he wouldn't, and he didn't believe me. So he was even, determined to make sure I was wrong, and then found out that I was right. So I just don't. I know part of it's preference, right? So it's certainly that, sure. but I just see a more elegant design aesthetic and user interface. It's kind of like, I feel like Androids.
It's like living in a democracy or living in a dictatorship. Apple is your dictatorship, and Android is your democracy. It's messy, it's confusing, and you got to navigate it. And when you do, it works really well. But a dictatorship, it's like, well, here it is. This is how you'll use it. Don't ask questions, and you won't need to, because you're in Singapore where the crime is low and the streets are clean, and you love it.
Is that true, Crimson? Is the crime low and the streets are clean? Back in Malaysia or anywhere close to Singapore? I know you're not in Singapore.
I said Singapore.
No,
I
know.
said Malaysia.
But it's closer to a dictatorship there. To be fair, Helpbringer, I was on the phone with Elgato today for an hour, trying to get their buttons to work right on the Stream Deck, and they didn't know how to get it to work either. With their support people, I don't know. And I asked them 4 questions they didn't know the answer to. I don't know. So I ended up.
Is that like when you go into?
I ended up training their support guy on what their device can and can't do. And
is that like when you walk into a Genius bar at Apple and they're not really geniuses? They're basically just sales people who go, oh no, you'll have to pay $300 to get that fixed, but the guy around the corner is only doing it for $50. No, you have to pay $300. It's just a little chip. No, but if you get it repaired around the corner, that defaults your warranty, so you're going to have to pay another.
Yeah, that's a whole different
problem.
problem.
You know what? How about you upgrade and spend another $1,000?
That's a whole different problem, though.
That's what.
That's a whole different problem. I mean, I have also had the same experience talking to Apple support, getting absolutely wrong information, and having to show them links on their own websites where they're wrong about their own features and specification about their own devices, and how their own software doesn't work the way they just told me it worked because they're wrong. So I often find myself having to educate support people on tech. But that doesn't mean I know how to work everything I have, because who has time? I don't have, I've got a full life. So I don't have the time that a younger person has.
You want it work.
They'll spend hours figuring it all out. I don't care. If it doesn't work quickly and easily.
And if you're used to Apple, and that's the thing, it brings a more refined product to market. But it's, if that's what you like, that's what you like.
I wanted to love Android. That was my hope on it, and it just didn't do it for me. But I would never buy a Mac. I don't like those at all, and I don't like their user interface, and I don't want their ecosystem that's so closed down. So it's not like I'm against an open, platform. I totally am for that. Just I like the phones.
I love iPhones, and I love PCs.
I don't even like their iPads that much. I like their phones.
Yeah, I don't use a pad.
Echo 3.
Echo 3.
Yeah. I feel like their tablets are highly restrictive, and if it's going to be a tablet that's going to cost $800,000, it should be a laptop. As far as what you can do, and they're finally starting to open that up a little bit, but not really. People say, "Oh yeah, they've made it more open." It's like, no, they really haven't much.
Target spotted.
I guess I need to go over here where everybody is and see if I can be of help. In the trough. Everybody's fighting in the trough, of course. Seems to be the thing lately.
Airstrike online.
Oh no.
I think we have that last.
That was a waste of a match.
Okay.
Need assistance.
Dark, I just want to say that I haven't listened to it yet.
Oh, I cannot hear you hardly at all, Hoop King. Can you turn your volume up?
Yeah, very soft.
No, my mic's away from my mouth. I'm sorry.
moving up, McFish.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
You can move. You can get closer. Even you're still super soft.
Spotted.
It's in
There
my
you go.
mouth now. Okay, but
Howdy.
I have not listened to it yet.
Target spotted.
I read everything that you sent, and I don't personally. I don't need to read. I don't need to listen to it.
Well, then don't.
Oh, I'm gonna. Come on now, you know me. I'm gonna.
Base is being captured.
It's a big confidence in a respectful thing. What you said.
Yeah, we can talk about it off the channel if you want, but
Yeah, I hope
Guy's too
so.
far away.
I hope so. It's not. I'm not even joking. It's in my mouth.
oh come on, I gotta shoot something. Everybody's hiding from me.
Target spotted.
Coming back down to
Target
D3, guys.
acquired. Base is being captured.
Everybody's hiding.
Side of D3.
Nobody's fighting.
25% captured.
Target spotted.
Guess I'm gonna move in here. It's usually a bad spot because the lights come in behind you here, like that guy. That's
Base
just me.
is
Don't worry
being
about it.
captured.
I was shooting that guy through your legs almost. Sorry about it.
Airstrike online.
Target
They
spotted.
got assaults over D5. Oh my god. They're split. They're really split.
Sorry.
Base is being captured.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Gosh, he's just hammering me.
Center torso critical damage.
Target spotted.
Heatsink destroyed.
I don't think I hurt him at all.
Captured.
Probably too far.
Base is being captured.
Sorry. Need assistance. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Ouch, who's gousing me? And from where?
There's two guys over in D5.
Yeah, but I think only one of them could see me. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Somebody's hitting me.
Coming, McFish. Coming. Come back up to us.
Oh, he might be down on E4.
Target spotted.
I'm going to go down here
Yeah, the
because...
volcano.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a
Target
slot
spotted.
open on their drop?
We've got one group going, but we'll start another one, and then I'm sure there will be.
Okay.
I could
well,
probably start a group.
Yeah, Thomas can start
I
one.
can sync drop by myself.
No,
That's okay.
Thomas can get
Okay.
you in. He's going
I'm
to start a group.
drag my brother into it too.
Target spotted.
Okay, well, I just don't want to be an
Nope,
inconvenience.
you're good.
so- Okay.
Target spotted.
Base is being captured.
Yeah,
Oh, we are starting to now, huh?
it's a rough day.
Target spotted.
Airstrike online.
Wanted to play some games with
UAV
friends.
activated. Base is being captured.
But, uh,
Wait, is Fishy in here?
I don't think so.
Oh,
See, are you in Mechwarrior yet?
no.
Hoop King,
I'm watching right
Mechwarrior's not all about fishy. You just got to remember that. I know it's hard,
Base is
but...
being
Yeah,
captured.
it is.
now.
75%
It's all about
captured.
Fishy. Come on.
Okay, fine. It's all about fishy.
He's a good kid.
Heatsink
He is.
Great
destroyed.
kid, actually.
Okay, I'm dead.
I'm gonna move.
I don't think I
to
did
Sync
much
Alpha.
damage. Yep, 149. I was just too far away.
I think I have to move over to that chat with Tommy. Yeah. Just join when you're gonna say we're dropping.
New target acquired. Right arm destroyed. Heatsink destroyed.
Target spotted.
Espionar, there's nothing wrong with an iPhone. There's nothing wrong with an Android. They're both hammers. You can build a house with either. Some people prefer one or the other for different reasons.
Destroyed.
Just like people who get into these big, long conversations about camera, which is the best camera. It's like, let me see your photos, and then we'll decide if I want to listen to anything you have to say. If you can't take a good picture with a Polaroid, or a box, pinhole camera, then
Target acquired.
you're not going to be able to take a good picture with a $7,000 Sony or Nikon or Canon. It won't matter, or a Hasselblad or whatever you want. You're cutting in and out, so I didn't hear any of what you're saying, Mr. Robot.
And it's an Apple. Yeah, I'm saying.
Robot. That's all we got. Sorry.
Robots?
Not yet. Still the same. No.
I will join you guys in a while.
Okay, Crimson, thanks.
Hold on.
Still crash.
It sounds like a data problem, not a, mic threshold problem. Ooh. Nice kill for the McFish. That's a lot of ER mediums on that thing. Bomb.
Target spotted.
Come on over, Zeus. Oh, he's shut down.
Wait, how come there's only a few?
Target destroyed.
Drunken Seagull.
Drax asks, is the server crashed, but we are still here. Strange.
Target acquired. Right arm.
Ouch, you need that arm.
Heat sink destroyed. New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Oh, nice. Urban Mech. Hop on over there, McFish.
Target acquired.
Spotted.
McFish is going to drag himself over there and try to kill that last guy. Can you make a phone call on a turtle, Hellbringer, yet? Finny Fox, I'm doing well, thank you. I worked on taxes again pretty much all day, well, about 6 hours, and didn't get any of it. I didn't get one more field filled out trying to get some information sorted through. It's ridiculous. Well, that was abysmal for me. I think I need to run with Hellbringer in this thing so that I do better. He's my spirit guide when it comes to the Warhawk. Peas and carrots, cha-cha-cha. Oh, your server crashed. Wow. What server crashed? Like in Australia? Is there a server in Australia? Is that where? I think we have room if Drax is out. Yeah. Chirp, chirp, chirp. You said you're out. What happened? No, you're still cutting in and out. It's not kind of like that. I can get enough to kind of hear you, kind of understand. You sound.
Well, MW had a server crash.
Oh, now it's starting to sound better. You were sounding a lot like an Android there for a minute. Oh,
maybe it's
little pun. It was a little Android pun. Sorry, like an Android robot. Get it?
You know, I would never imagine you were the kind of guy that would put your finger into the wound and press on it. But, you know, I'm changing my mind slowly.
Well, pain is such a personal thing, don't you think? So, like, if you're
Stark,
experiencing
and that's
it,
why when you put your finger in someone else's wound, it becomes a very personal thing. That's exactly right, Dark. That's
for
exactly
them,
right.
I'm just giving. You like Androids? That's great. I'm totally fine with that.
No, I hate Androids. I just hate Apple more.
So that's sad. That's not good. You don't want to live in hate with everything around you.
I mean, I feel like with Apple's kind of conduct, it kind of deserves the hate. They're not a very
No, they're
ethical
not.
company.
But at least I got my phone before I found out just how bad they were.
See, they got you addicted to it before you found out how evil the company they were. But
Invite sent Hellbringer.
now you're stuck with
Yeah,
evil.
I'm stuck with evil.
God forbid, and in the land of the free
Evil.
and choices, you should do something
Evil
else.
is my best
No.
friend. My
I'm back in.
my
I'm back in game.
my sister used to call herself Evil's little sister. So she would call me Evil for some
Right.
reason. I don't really know why.
Did you replace?
It says you're deployed,
yet, or-
but I'll give you an invite now. So maybe it'll take it.
I'm in a loading screen.
Hellbringer, I gave you an invite. I don't know what more you want, but I'll give you another one because I want you to feel super welcome.
I was Drax, so you come back in.
He is. There's room. There's two people out, so we got you.
I'm back in. We'll see what happens next time.
I'll drop down.
Finny, I am good.
Finny, when do you have your job interview? When does that happen? And do you feel like it's a pretty sure thing? Or do you don't know? You don't know because it's like an interview and you just don't know. Go wee! Oh, excuse me. Do you know what I did today, Drax? You would not believe this. After getting off the phone with Stream Deck.
I don't believe it.
See, I knew you wouldn't. I tried not to prejudge you, but I was correct. I looked on Discord to see if anybody in DHB was playing faction play, and I was going to jump in and do some faction play at 6 o'clock in the evening instead of 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And Jennifer said I could go ahead and
Faction play was
stream for a while, but I didn't see anybody that I knew, and I didn't know where to go to find anybody, so I just went down and watched some shows with Jennifer instead.
You can solo queue.
I know, but
Faction.
that sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
And then when you're in there, ask for an invite when we get out. Like when you get out, and then someone will invite you.
Were you playing faction play?
No, but there was half of GNX playing it with a couple of 228 people, which meant if you dropped against them, you would have hated faction play. But if you dropped with them, you would have loved it.
I don't mind losing if I'm on a team where people are trying and just getting slaughtered. I'm okay with that. It's when they're just all pugs and they don't know what they're doing at all, and they're not coordinated at all, and they're not trying to be coordinated at all. Then it's like, eh.
Faction play is not for the faint-hearted if you don't know what you're doing. Like,
no, I know, but
like it's
I don't mind losing as long as people are, trying. It's when they get in there and they're pugging and no one listens to anybody and everybody does their own thing and then they get rolled. Well, it's like, well, that never even had a chance and no one's even trying.
Fenny, when was the last time you had an interview for a job?
Oh yeah, this could be helpful. You need to arrange, if Drax is willing, arrange a little time maybe to get a little Drax job interview coaching. He used to do that kind of stuff professionally for people. Till they fired him. No, wait, that's not what happened.
Wow.
He used to do that for a living till they fired him. No.
They didn't fire me.
No, Drax fired them. They didn't fire Drax.
I did. I left for a larger role with the federal government. I asked what to seek other opportunity. No, they didn't ask me. No, they originally when the company I started out with, basically I got a call from the GM saying we've had to downsize, but you're one of the few people we're keeping. So can you come start working in another branch tomorrow? I'm like, sure. And it wasn't because the company was bad. They were part of an umbrella organization that downsized, and so they wore it as well. They had to downsize.
Umbrella organization sounds a little clandestine to me, Drax. That's like the CIA and the NSA. Aren't those kind of umbrella corporations?
It doesn't matter where you are on the planet, Hellbringer. It's always about the three things. Like, job interviews are always only ever about three things. And it never changes wherever. And the only time, like, it changes is if there's they're honing you because they've already picked you and they're just trying to go through the motions. But it's only ever usually about 3
What are the 3 things?
Your skills, your experience, and your attitude. And attitude is quite a broad category of things. It's
It
not
can
just,
include personality and everything else, right?
how happy you are and all that kind of stuff. It's also about, you know, your own perception of how you do things and all that kind of stuff. Because every question ever asked in an interview, except for what's your name and how was your day, is pretty much, well, even that sense it can be, is about skills, experience, and attitude. And your answers really need to address those 3 things.
Which one do you think is most important?
Question. You can't say that. So there are going to be jobs where they're going to particularly looking at your skill set the most because it's such a hard category to fill. Like there are certain language, for example, in IT, in computers, that they're so hard to fill that they really do look at skill, preferencing personality, for example. But at the same time, you know, if you're working in a team environment or on a floor which has been particularly difficult, then they will look at attitude, and attitude is quite broad. It's not just, you know, what you think it is. It's quite a broad concept.
Yeah.
And experiences matter too. I mean, it all matters, but also the level of the job matters. If it's just a level entry job,
they're not as picky.
You may think all these things matters the most, but actually it might be attitude matters the most because they'll teach you everything anyway.
Especially if you're eager to learn and want to learn and will apply yourself, and they can tell that.
Well, the hardest thing I think a lot of people trip up is that you don't really have control over what the person who's judging you for the job. You don't have control over that. All you have control over is what you present, the information you present. And so that's why it always comes down to the 3 things you can control: is what you say about your skills, what you say about your experience, and what you say about your attitude. And that's ultimately what you're going to get judged on. And it's not just what you say, it's also if there's a sync there. There are some times where you've done really well, like in terms of all the boxes, but for some reason there's been a personality clash in the interview and they just didn't they just didn't choose you because someone else didn't have that. You don't get to control those
snipers.
F4, F3, somebody already on the sniper ridge.
Why you guys going up top? Are you snipers?
I'm kind of sniperish.
So much.
Drax is
Wow,
Drax has got a bad attitude.
Lights went up there. Fuck you guys too.
Well, for example, there's a question called what I call the magic question, right? And very few people do it in an interview. But if you do it, so many times I've trained people in it that it gets them the job. Like it changes as something that's going to be a negative experience into a positive experience. People rarely ask it. They really know to ask it. They really have the confidence to ask it.
Really, what are they? What's the question?
So, at the end of the interview, you know, you might have said things that you didn't realize. You overstated things or understated things. You might not have said enough about something. You might have said too much and exposed yourself to, you know, a possible concern. You might have created a possible concern. Or ultimately, it's just nothing to do with you. It's about the person who was in the job before you, and so they've just got these concerns about.
Right.
So the question and then that never really gets addressed by you or most people in interviews because they never think to address it. So at the end of the interview, you ask a simple question, and it's, do you have any concerns about me for this position? And you introduce it a certain way. You say something, hey, look, I've liked what you've said about the company. I've liked what you said about a job. I'd really like to work here. So before I leave, I'd just like to ask, do you have any concerns about me for this position?
Right.
And you typically get
pretty bad.
Only a couple of responses.
You either get can get covered by the people on the sniper ridge,
or you'll get possibly a yes. But usually it takes asking that question twice.
But if they ask it, then you get an opening to respond, which is nice.
But you get an opening anyway. Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that you could get, right? Is an opening to response to the question that has been asked.
Target spotted.
Well, the thing is, like, because no one ever asks it, I think I'm just going to fail this one. Because you don't think to ask it, right? No one ever asks it. You leave the interview not knowing whether you've actually created any, not addressing if there were any already there.
Yeah.
Well, just not just because of you, but because of whoever's in the job before you, right? So you ask a question.
Because the person that's giving the interview has a certain picture painted on the person that was before you.
Target spotted.
Can be.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like they're gonna ask certain questions that
Right arm critical
aren't
damage.
necessarily geared towards you.
Center torso critical damage.
Well, there's certainly standard questions that get asked, but this is not quite that. This is something different. This is about addressing things you might have oversaid, undersaid, or...
New target acquired.
It's all about how you go into the interview, right? Talking about.
Ultra auto cannon.
Yeah, but in particular, this particular question's about addressing any one of those three things. And if you ask it, right, and if it's a group of people, like, sitting there, sometimes you'll even see them, like, they'll look at each other and sort of, like, do this non-verbal cue stuff where they don't know what to do with this question because they've never asked it. But if you ask it and they go no, you say again, no, please take a moment to think about this. I really want the job and I don't want to leave here without having addressed it. So please take a moment. Do you have any concerns about me for this position? And then they'll be like, oh, okay, let's think about it. And so they might come up with something. That's great news, because if they actually do come up with something, it means then you finally, in the interview, get to address a problem that you've created. Whereas before you weren't even going to do that.
Or maybe you didn't even create it; it's just already there. Lots of reasons could be there. Yeah,
that's right. So you ask this magic question, and then they'll give you a response. And the thing is, because you might be inexperienced with asking this and getting a feedback like that, you may get defensive. No, they've simply got a concern. It means if it's something like you've overtalked something, oh, let me clarify that. Or if it's because you undertalked something, we wanted someone with a bit more skill in this or a bit more experience in that, then you get to go back and, clarify that with them again. Or if they've got something to do with someone in the position before you, and it's got nothing to do with you, you get to now hear something about that business that they weren't willing to admit. There's a problem in that department. There's a problem in that business. And you get to decide whether you really want to be working there or not. And you can even flesh that out. Well, what happened with that last person?
But that's all subjective, Drax. It's all subjective. Because it changes with every person, right?
No. So there are toxic environments, dude. And it doesn't matter who's in the position and who was in it before. There is management styles that can be quite toxic. So, for example, in sales positions in companies, there may be a deliberate intention to have a high turnover rate, so they never pay a commission. So they know that they get the best out of people in the first 3 months or 4 months. They burn and churn them. They deliberately have that commission payoff, say in a 6-month period. They burn those people out, and they have no problem getting new people in. And that's how they've designed the whole way of keeping their costs down and all that kind of stuff. You don't see a lot of them, but they do exist.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is it's all subjective because certain companies do things with their interview process. They do things certain ways. Like you can't. One company will do the way you're saying, where they just burn and turn in the first 6 months, but another company's not. You know what I mean?
You mean it's
yeah, but I think we're talking cross purposes here.
We might be.
I'm deliberately introducing a conversation to help Fenny with a particular idea, and you're giving us a sort of your input, and it's valuable. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's sort of taking away from the focus of what I'm trying to do in this conversation. But it's fine, dude.
But I joined the conversation.
They're both near the center.
Yeah.
So, I think also, Hoop King, you're talking about things that are out of your control and using the word subjective, but really it's that's maybe not the word you're looking for, because there's things that are relative and different from place to place, person to person, and interview to interview, but Drax is really talking about the things that might be consistent that you can draw on to connect better with that panel of people that are talking to you.
Like you can't control the subjective stuff. You're right, and I said that, and you're right. You came in sort of after, but there's only 3 things you really get to control in an interview, and that is the information you're giving and how you're presenting it. The stuff on how you're being judged is not in your control, but because of you get to present how you want to present, that is within your control. And typically, I think from the outset, what I said was,
Stop chasing the guy.
all interviews, all questions are typically about
Leave
three
Lima
things:
alone.
skills,
The
experience,
other guy's kind
and
of in the center
attitude.
area.
Yeah.
And there are ways you can construct your information that address all three.
To make sure our whole team has like no weapons. No, stop shooting Lima. Shoot the other guy.
Yeah.
You just saw him. He's right behind you.
Behind you. Behind you.
Mirage. Yeah, there, that guy.
It's everything to do with you. That's why I kind of jumped into this conversation, because I was like, okay.
He's one-touch open CT, but has a ton of weapons. You should shoot Echo. There we go. Now you can get the stick.
Fine. I'd rather be wrong and somebody tell me I'm wrong and listen to what
One touch right torso. Come on.
Target destroyed.
Your backtracks
Boom!
nice. We are victorious. Not something they can control. It's how they look on you. It's something you can do to make things wrong. And that's what they're gonna fix with you. That's what they're gonna tell you. And they're gonna compare you to another person because of it. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am, I hope somebody will tell me.
No, again, I don't think you're wrong, but the conversation I was trying to have with Fenny via Twitch, which is probably not the ideal way to do it, was in particular to something, and again, you're...
Yeah, no. I jumped in at the wrong time, yeah.
Yeah. Well, your points aren't wrong, it's just they've...
No, they're not relevant.
They're quite broad. They're quite broad in terms of what we're talking about in the framework of an interview as compared to what I'm trying to talk about, which is something very specific.
Roger that, yeah.
So go on, Drax.
Please continue.
Please don't invite me back. Please
Oh my
don't.
gosh, Hellbringer.
Okay, if I'm boring people, I won't.
I'm not bored.
How about that Crusader map or them Vikings or anything else?
No, I want to hear the rest of what you're saying, please. You can
Sorry,
suffer just a
sorry,
little
sir.
bit, Hellbringer, just a little bit. Well, it
So
might be great.
when you talk
suffering.
about the three things, skills is essentially anything you do or how you think about something. So, and you want to basically prepare yourself in terms of all the skills you've used in any job you've ever had. Experience is simply about how long and where you use those skills. But attitude is a lot broader, which I sort of said before. Attitude is not just about personality traits or how good you are, how proficient you are at things. It's also about being genuinely curious about the role you're getting. So there are a couple of questions you can ask in your interview that, or way you can construct your answers in an interview that really take you over the top in terms of presenting yourself. And if you kind of construct your questions to include those sort of concepts, then you do really well, because very rarely do people do it. And some people do it naturally because they are generally curious, but a lot of people sort of like shy away from it. They may feel like it's,
they're afraid to ask questions.
Not their place to ask. Yeah, that's right. So anyway.
Hellbringer, I sent you an invite. I sent another one. How about that new Crusader mech? Yeah, we should talk about that. Hellbringer, did he go away? Hellbringer. Okay. I guess we lost him. Here we go. Hopefully he'll come back. If you come back, you can talk about the...
What was the role, Fenny? What was the role? Unless you mentioned it further up. No, I don't see it.
Fudgesicles, yeah. Yeah. She's pulling out the cold, hard analogies or metaphors. Fudgesicles. I mean, fudgesicles are not super hard, but they're cold. So at least there's that. That's too bad. There's a company that
I'll never get used to Americans and swearing. Like you replace.
a lot of
what you
Americans
really
swear,
wanna say
Drax.
with these-
A lot of Americans swear. I just don't. I'm the weird one, admittedly.
But take fudgesticles,
Yeah.
right? This is the thing that I have about this. But it's you know that it's a whole other word.
You don't know which one.
Finny
It's a
Fox
little
wants to
bit
say
more.
there.
It's brown and cold and tasty. So what does
The
that
intent's
equate
the
to?
same.
It's not necessarily
the intent-
image that comes to mind are
Isn't it?
diametrically opposed for me. I would never go up and lick a pile of poo, but I would lick a fudgesicle.
Well, that's yeah. I gotta head to bed, boys. I got some stuff to do tomorrow. But
All right, Hoop.
See
you
ya.
later.
listening,
I hope.
thank you for everything.
Yep. Good night.
No problem.
I'll see you tomorrow. Boys.
All right.
Bye.
Ba-doo.
Okay, bye.
Oh, you're a daycare assistant.
I mean, fudgesticles. Fudge. Is that the kind of job you're going for again?
Came from a military family, so yeah, swearing was probably pretty common. But I have friends that are in the military, high up, like he was a full colonel and was one promotion away from being his first star as a general. He didn't swear all the time. Didn't swear at all that I know of.
Why do you assume that they're all swearing?
It's just common. I'm not saying that they all do. In fact, I'm giving an example that they don't. I think it's fair to say that many do. Just like many don't, that aren't in the military.
Is that the kind of work you're going for again, Fanny? Daycare or something else?
It was something else. I don't remember what it was. She's going to tell us in a second, though. I hope. Hellbringer, get back over here.
But in certain contexts, swearing is really good.
I don't find it to be that useful. Okay. As someone who's done a lot of family counseling, it doesn't usually enhance the communication. It usually makes it worse. So
it's an expression of emotion.
Yes, but it's not necessarily a productive expression of emotion, and you often say things that you then have to work really hard to remove, because words cut deeply, and the knife cuts deeper when wielded by a friend or a loved one. So I have no regrets about not speaking harshly or meanly or yelling or, at my kids all their lives. They've never heard me speak like that towards them or towards anybody. I don't have any regrets about that. I don't have to walk any of that stuff back.
It is one of your endearing qualities. I will say that. Your folksy, homey, kind of down to earth, kind of polite, Oh shucks.
Oh shucks.
Oh,
I do say crud stink it sometimes because I think that's kind of funny.
Oh no, that's too far.
I know it's.
No.
I feel like I'm skirting around the edge.
No,
there. Crud,
that's too much.
stink
I
it.
can't believe you
It's like
just said
stinking
that.
crud. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. My ears are bleeding right
but
now.
It does show you that using those words over and over again does dull your sensitivity to them, because I don't even think anything about it when I say crud stink it now. I've seared my conscience in that word.
Yeah, even
I've scandalized Miss BNR. I'm sorry. I apologize, Miss BNR. Uh-oh. Who just made a bad life choice? I can't get over to that screen. I can't.
Have you ever pulled a beer?
Who is it? I can't. It's covered up. Who just made the bad life choice? I want to give them a hard time. I'm not sure. I need to make it so it shows it in my chat. Oh, Dead Money Joe. Well, welcome to the stream. Dead Money Joe. Now, where does that name come from? I'm sorry about your bad life choice, by the way. I try to warn people. I usually don't until after they've already made a bad life choice, because I expect adults would be able to, figure that out, that subscribing or following this channel is a bad idea. But over and over again, they surprise me and they make a bad life choice. And then I have to say, hey, this was a bad idea. You should unfollow while you can. You're going to end up wasting a lot of your time here. I don't want that for you or anybody. But I want to support you in your bad life choices, even knowing that it's a place to start from where you can go forward and make better life choices. Nice to meet you. That's right, Miss B and I agree. Wait, it's a mix of a nickname and a hobby. So you collect I thought it was dead monkey at first. So I was thinking he collects monkeys. I collect monkeys. But no, it's money. So you collect money? Or you dead money? You're going to have to explain this a little bit. Joe's the nickname, and dead money is what? Are you an undertaker? Like, do you run an obituary? I have friends, obituary. a mortuary? I run an obituary. I write about people who have died and post it in the paper.
That's nice.
Like, do you collect money? Do you have deal with people's inheritances? Are you a lawyer?
Guys, actually really wasting.
Indigo 9 is the common place to go.
Are we going up? Are we?
Yeah, it's kind of the power position on the entire map.
I don't have the range. I don't think for it.
I don't have range either.
Indigo 9. Indigo 9. I can't. I don't know if I can get up there.
Dark, you can just turn around and start walking. You don't walk backwards.
Whoa,
Don't,
which way? What do you mean? I was turning around.
Turn around and walk up the mountain.
I can't get up this mountain here.
Oh god.
No, just see where I'm going.
No, I see lots of green dots. There's one on the far on the left and one far on the right.
I'm an even jag. Hi, I'm waving my head.
Oh, okay, over here, you're on the right.
Right in front of you. Hi, how you
Just
going?
say,
my name's
you gotta
Drax.
say I'm on
here.
your right.
Follow
say
me.
I'm on your right. There's a green dot.
When I said I'm in front of you.
But there was a green dot on the left too. I didn't know which way to go when I was looking at the map. They were
when I said I was
diametrically
in front of
opposed.
Hi.
I'll follow you. Where are we going? You're walking backwards. I don't know if you know that you're walking backwards or not.
I'd be walking backwards too, because see that Fafnir behind you? Because you can't see because you're not walking.
I can't see him.
He could shoot into your back.
I can get up over here. You think, huh?
Yeah, we can.
All right, let's do that. I couldn't see.
It's like It's like you're a jumbo jet, and I've had to wave you in.
I know. You should just wave me off. Is what you should do. Go around again, there, Mr. Jumbo.
What's your range on that Mech?
Not enough. It's like 600 meters, so with ACs, so probably 700, 750 maybe.
Right. Well, I don't think this is going to bode well. I think my fish is going to do well regardless.
Well, that's his power plan right there.
Did you drop fish?
He's still here.
No, did he drop down? Well, he dropped down. He's on
because our entire team didn't come here. Like they all went over.
Oh, they've gone to the side.
I thought we were going to go up I-9. We're just going around I-9.
Well, yeah, because things have changed.
Oh no! I finally got to where I was supposed to be, and I didn't get to go.
I know. I'm just, look, you know what? Blame me.
All right. I was following the guy who didn't even know how to pilot his mech in forward. He was just going backwards, so I followed him because I was concerned about him.
No, you're doing well. See, if you're right here with me now, you can shoot into Gamma. You shoot at Gamma. Well, he's disappeared now.
I can shoot at Delta.
Yeah, do that. Shoot at Delta.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Need assistance.
Delta's dead.
Delta is dead. We did well.
We got Golf.
Dark, you probably want to come towards more where I am.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you want to just have some mountain, like a hill between you and them.
I was working on Atlas, so I didn't really know which. If you kept going
we can go Charlie. Charlie, see Charlie?
I don't see anything now. I'm behind a hill. Good grief.
Get up on the hill then.
Charlie Brown.
No, I don't think you should listen to me, I'm giving you...
Well, you are. I just can't follow it fast enough because you're quick. Speedy. Speedy and quick.
Oh, that's right. That's what I am. Right, we're going to stay with McFish and we're going to go to the next small hill.
Target spotted.
We're on... Oh, he's disappeared.
Don't let the hostiles take down any more of you.
It's 2-6.
We're losing. That's bad.
They're going to come back this way.
Losing's bad. Right?
Look, it has its disadvantages, Dark.
It does. Like the dying part.
Yeah.
Target acquired.
Another better life choice, eh?
Yep.
75%.
There's a UAV, I think, above us. We get the UAV down?
Warning, incoming.
Come on, my guns are jammed.
Destroyed. Center torso.
Okay,
critical
UAV's down.
Damage. Warning, incoming missile.
Don't overheat, Dark.
Missile critical.
I'm way away from overheating. I'm just jamming all the time. This thing, it's hard to overheat this thing, but the guns jam way too much.
Heat level critical.
Let's see. Dead Money Joe. So we got hobby is Fallout Vegas. I'm a security guy and was once a serviceman. It's complicated. Okay. We'll just take your word for it that it's the appropriate name. Well, I didn't do as much damage as I took, but at least I did some damage and got a kill.
That's respectable. It's respectable damage, though. I mean, our Lance did more respectable damage. Mind you, we kind of walked away from our team, which
Yeah.
I blame McFish for.
That's Fishy's fault. McFish's fault.
I mean, look at the numbers, guys.
That makes it
every
okay.
one of us
Yes.
did better than the rest of the
Yeah.
team.
That makes it
Yeah,
okay.
I feel better all of a sudden.
That soothes the balm of walking away from the
Yeah.
team.
Well, I mean, did we want to die with a bunch of unwinners?
A bunch of losers.
Unwinners. They were unwinners. Don't degrade them, Drax.
I mean, we all lost that. We were all
Where we
losers then.
spawned, the absolute 99% move is to go to I-9 with the team, but I guess the other guys weren't
They had
into
a new
it.
idea.
Did we call for it, though? I mean, I only called Dark to do it because you called it.
Oh, Hellbringer's
I
back.
didn't really
Yay!
direct the team.
Oh, and Crimson took his
Crimson,
spot
I
because
see.
Crimson's back. Yay!
Yeah, sorry, I was away to clear out my...
That's all right. I'm going to jump into my Hellbringer because I'm not as bad in it.
I think you should give the Eben Jag a try, Dark.
I like my Eben Jag.
Good. Okay.
I'll get into my Eben Jag. I'm not as good at it as I am in my Hellbringer.
But I'll even spend the points. Hang on, let me spend the points.
I will have to wait until the next...
Oh, yeah, this is a good
4
chance.
months.
Spend the points.
I want you to get in the Eben Jag, 2 large pulse, 6 ER meats.
That's, I think, what I got. I think.
Yeah, that's a standard build for it.
No, this is 3 heavy mediums, 2 large pulses, and I have 3 heavy mediums.
Is this a McFish build?
It might be.
McFish build. McFish, is you given that build?
It might be an old build. Let me check the other one. I got 2 here.
You might be really
Yeah,
good.
I don't know. I haven't been good in them. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5.
Yeah, Miss Bean, I think
5
they
and
are.
2. Is that what you're looking for? That's as close as I got.
It's 2 large pulse and 6 ER meats.
I
but
got
whatever.
5 ER meads. Otherwise, I'll shut down in a puddle. I'll be like the Wicked Witch of the West. So this will be fine. And it's got a cool paint job, and that's what matters. Ooh, look. Look at that. It's got a skull on top.
It does matter, yeah.
All right, Hellbringer, if you're sinking... Oh, Hellbringer went away again. So confusing.
Yeah.
Was the cat crawling behind my PC? A couple of things came unplugged. Oh my gosh. Are you back, Hellbringer? You can sync. 3, 2, 1, drop. Dead Money, my feeling, my philosophy is that in Mechwarrior, looking good is half the battle, and the other half is laying on the battlefield dead with your legs up in the air. So having a good paint job is important.
Deadman, do you think
it's not?
Is Fallout New Vegas the best of the Fallout series?
Hellbringer, it's not pointless because both Drax and McFish are tier 1. And I'm in tier 3, so you could certainly get in a drop with us. Did I say Dead Monkey already? Darn it. Did I miss BNR?
I said dead monkey.
Oh, I said dead money, didn't I?
It's dead money. I said dead monkey, but it's
Oh, okay, it wasn't me.
It's just one of those.
I know. It
glitches,
just
isn't
it happens.
What's the best Fallout game in your opinion?
Hellbringer, we're still searching if you drop right now. Doom-ba-doom.
The original Wasteland was pretty good.
So I played 2, 3, and 4.
Where'd all the youngins go, Chris?
I really
Did
liked
they have
4,
to go?
but that was my first one. So then I played 2, and it was alright.
I never played Fallout.
I bought 3, but never really finished it.
I had kids and didn't play any games for 20-some years. Keep that in mind, Drax, when you get married and decide to have kids, if you ever do.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, eh?
You don't think you'll quit playing if you have kids?
I don't. Yeah, exactly. No, I just don't think it would be fair because I'm 48 now, and I don't think it would be fair to bring up kids where I'll be like in my 70s when they hit their 20s. I don't think.
Well, you can just have a really young wife, and then she can make up the slack.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, are there any 18-year-olds out there?
That might be a little creepy. How about if you just... There's no way this conversation is going to go well, but how about you go, yeah, maybe 25? There's a huge difference in maturity in most people from the age of 18 to 25.
I feel like you're being ageist.
Well, I'm just saying,
like
I mean, there are certainly some people who are very mature at a young age, but the curve, you know, is kind of like that. So I'm just going with the generality here.
But I thought I should go for the youngest legal possible to make up for my age.
Well, yeah, and you're gonna...
Sounds logical.
Yeah, but you got to find one...
But still...
You got to find one who's willing to put up with you too, right?
Yeah, true. And
What
Drax,
do you mean? Put up with me?
we are not forever young, you know.
What do you mean put up with me? Don't I have to put up with them? Always nagging, telling me what to do.
H-Mods. What is H-Mod? Is that a bot? Looks like a bot. Brian Ferry, welcome.
Just waiting to see what Miss Tina has to say about this.
She's probably already reporting you to the police. That's what she's probably had to say about you. She's probably saying they'll be outside your door soon. H-Mod. H-Mod is a guy who builds computers. Well, unless you're real, you don't count for me. Except for Miss BNR, who's a bot, but I like her anyway.
Is he a bot?
I don't know. He seems to be a bot. She just feels for the theoretical 18-year-old. H-Mod, are you a real person? Oh, you're real.
Oh, that's so cold, Miss Tina. That's so cold. You mean what you're saying is I'm not capable of finding an 18-year-old and we're having true love? True love doesn't exist for me and an 18-year-old. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm going to share a story. A very good friend of Jennifer and mine got married to someone 15 years younger than him.
That Mormon?
No. It doesn't matter. They fell in love, they got married, had kids, lived together, married, seemingly happy for 25 years. And last year, she left him. And now he's all alone. Now he's 70. And she's, what's that, 55? And she wants to live the rest of her life without him. And they're still friends. But it was her idea.
Yeah, because women don't want
to. They don't want to take care of some old guy. It's basically what I think it came down to. I haven't talked to him yet or her, and so I don't really know the real reason. But she's got some other guy who's a friend of whatever that means, and but their kids are grown up and out of college, both of them, and she decided she wanted to live a different life, and she left him.
Yeah, but given the divorce rate, there's any number of reasons anyway that.
Yeah, but what's funny about it is they seemed really happy for all those years, and she
would have been very happy with his money, and he would have been very happy with her age. So I'm sure they were really happy until.
Well, he wasn't rich.
Abundantly
clear. I mean, materialize happy will not last long.
Then I need to get his number. I want to call him and see how
he got the young. Yeah, I don't think she was 18 at the time.
I need his advice. I need his advice.
She was probably 25 at the time, right? So you might have to shoot a little higher.
Oh, well, never mind then. He's got nothing to tell me.
He's got nothing to tell me. I can get a 25-year-old girl to pay attention to me anytime. All I have to do is give her a rose and chocolates on Valentine's Day, along with the other 30 women in the room.
What was that, Crimson?
Try not to find a girl beyond the age of 9 years different, more than you.
So statistically speaking, divorce, as we get older, divorce is instigated more by women than by men, and it's typically one of the reasons that gets cited is this not wanting to take care of someone in their twilight years. And that's not the only reason. I'm just saying it becomes a statistic that increases as
it goes up higher. I find that really sad though, because like I took care of my dad in his older years, and I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't trade a moment of that because of the time I got to spend with him.
Yeah, I mean this whole thing about better, richer for poorer. I mean societies aren't built that way anymore.
Well, some people are.
Yeah,
it's hard though. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy for a lot of. Sometimes it's going to be really difficult. So you got to have compassion for people. They can do what they can do, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I'm not exactly the guy to take marital advice. I've never been married. I don't know what it takes to stay married and to have a long-term relationship. I would be the last guy you seek advice from in regards to that.
You know what I want to know is how I got clear over here by myself, and I can't seem to keep up with anybody.
Target spotted.
Is it you?
Yeah.
I took a drastically wrong turn. Everybody's up there and I'm down here. Uh-oh, did somebody else make a bad life choice? I can't see that screen right now.
Need assistance.
Okay, maybe I can get over there real quickly. Oops. There we go. Nope, it's gone already. Oh my gosh.
Help me. There's some light behind me.
You Crimson, you're by yourself down there, man. You're in low ground as well.
I'm in low ground too. I'm coming over there. I might be able to help you. I have a feeling I'm not...
Get out of the low ground.
I don't know how to get out of there from here.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. Artillery strike.
Okay, they're going to come kill me now.
Let me get this Luma.
I need some help.
Target spotted.
And no one's going to be able to help me.
Where?
I'm down in the gully in E5, D5.
Okay.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Now I have 2 lights on me, of course.
Also critical damage.
Target spotted.
Gate sync destroyed. Center torso critical damage.
Didn't get any of them, but they had fun. Don't bother helping me because I'm dead. Thanks though.
Sorry,
That's okay. I was in a bad spot and couldn't get away. Operator error. Hey Thundercats. I was hoping you're going to be able to come save me, but alas, your cape was not on.
No, I cannot drop. With this big, I cannot drop down.
That's totally fine.
Yeah, I saw the Uzi on the low run.
I took a wrong turn and don't know the map well enough to know the best way to get back.
Target spotted.
They're pushing on the left.
Yeah. Oh, you're starting to break up again. Weird. Do a speedtest.net on your connection. See what your connection's like. Because it sounds like a data bandwidth error problem. Worms go for the kill. Yes, come on, get him. Yes. Nice.
Nice, Worms go.
Good kill.
Very nice.
You're really breaking up.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Go back.
I'm surprised that didn't core him out.
Airstrike activated. Enemy incoming missile. Heat level.
Does that alpha hot much there, Hellbringer?
Target spotted.
No, the speed test was fine.
Really? That's weird.
Oh.
What about your machine? Do you have
Oh,
something
no.
else running on your machine that's slowing you down? That'd be the next place that would cause that.
Barrel.
Oh, like I don't know. How would I check that?
Just check your running tasks, like Task Manager. See what percentage your CPU's at and what is soaking up the most power, the most clock cycles.
MWO seems to be.
It does
clogging
like
up
to
the
do
most.
that, but if there's something else that is also, then they can not leave enough left over for your
Google
comms.
Chrome. Maybe if I get rid of the Twitch.
Target spotted.
Usually the browsers,
Anti-malware service executable.
unless it's doing a scan, it's probably not doing a scan right now. You'd probably be okay.
256 though.
I can't stand this map.
I hope Hellbringer can get this direwolf up that slope. Come on, Hellbringer, you can do it.
It's gonna be a
Which
big
actually
giant.
runs in the background, isn't there?
There's a lot of stuff running in the background. Windows is a
Web helper,
pig.
Yeah.
web helper, web helper.
At least it's better than the
New
platinum
target
available.
acquired.
We can win this easy, but we need
Ooh.
to get a good position first.
We winning this?
We're up by 2.
Yes, we
yeah.
are.
One is one touch. The other one is
Oh,
like
so
strict
far forward,
there,
don't we tip
so
the spear?
easy.
Stormcrow, yeah. Center is 4.
Hellbringer's probably doing a lot of damage here, I think. He's
The spider should be almost dead. Like,
New
yeah, one is a
target
tree, the other
acquired.
one is a spider almost dead.
that's a beast of a
Oh, look at Wormscale set up well.
he's got a beast of a build there.
What's he got in it? Gauss?
2 Gauss, 2 ER larges, and then 25 ER mediums.
Large.
6.
Is this the build he gave me? Or is this
I don't
new?
know.
No,
I
this
think
is
he's
not the build
been
he gave.
holding back on us.
He has. You can't trust smoke adders. They're always. They're just like, he's a zombie, man. Who cares about him? He's a zombie. The commander's a
He
zombie.
can't get to the other guy yet, I don't think.
How come kill himself? What?
I think I legged that spider.
Spider, yeah, next.
New target acquired.
Go. Nice.
It's not a particularly fast mech, is it?
Target acquired.
What's that? Commander?
No, the direwolf.
The other one's a spider, I think.
No, it's not
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, Darwin is the last. The slowest one in the world, I guess. Oh, what is that?
Target destroyed.
Great work, guys.
I mean, the Darwin and the Inactivator is
Hey,
more
Mod.
very fast.
Thanks for dropping in.
Client Chrome is going crazy.
Drax Mods has to go snuggle with his wifey, who is 12 years younger than he is. So good night.
No, don't go. I need to talk to you about how that happened. I need to get some advice, dude.
It's too late. Too late.
Guys, me and my girlfriend just difference about 6 years old. So I don't know how you're gonna push more than 9 years old, man.
Brian Ferry, I appreciate that you tried, and I can see the stream, but I have to actually look a long ways over to see it. And when I'm in the middle of the game, I don't always do it. I try to do it after, and this time I was just kind of watching the game. So I'm not a very good streamer. I don't know if you guys have noticed that yet or not, but I'm not really a great streamer.
No, just to be clear, are you trying to say you're not a good player or not a good streamer?
I'm not a good streamer. I don't do all the right things for being a good streamer either. I'm a moderate player. Yet, that's right, Miss BR, yet I have enthusiasts. So, but I view that, moderate success as more of a reflection on the quality of people who put up with me than it is on my own innate draw. I'd like to stay alive a little bit longer this time, though.
Yeah, me too. Let's work
All right.
together this time.
Instead of me running off, getting lost in a little canyon with 3 lights or 4 lights after me.
On that map, it doesn't pay to go low.
I didn't even mean to. I don't even know how I got over there. It was terrible. I was trying to get down.
Well, what happened is you pressed W and kept on pressing W until you found yourself on the low ground. Now, if you pressed W and kept on pressing W and found yourself in the high ground, that would have been better.
Brian Ferry, watching my stream is like nails on a chalkboard for most people. So you're right where you're supposed to be. That is the Ghostlands experience, as Drax can tell you.
See why I've got so bad.
It's
Brian?
built up anticipation with ultimate letdown. It's kind of adrenaline rush that bites you in the end.
Big Fish seems to have some kind of immunity, though. He's just good.
No, Miss Bernard, that's a compliment. You guys, I value you guys a lot, and you guys are great. And it takes people of your long suffering and endurance to be able to put up with my mediocre stream. I think it's great.
Fanny, saying that I have to ask Valen how he. Is that what you're suggesting?
Wait, okay, Drax, we can't hear you again, and I would like to hear what you're saying to Finny Fox. According to Valen, I belong to him, and there's a 14 difference between him and I. Are you guys dating, Finny Fox? Because I thought he was helping you through a breakup with a previous ex. Is there more going on there than was initially talked about or exposed?
I'm in a group, Brian. I'm in Dark Waters group.
I think it's true, Brian Ferry, that Drax's, let's say, declining abilities is directly resulting from his drops with me. I'm having a bad impact on his playstyle.
Oh, am I being robotic again?
Yeah, Skynet's taking over. Miss Bernard's correct. It comes and goes.
Stop talking.
You're fine now. What did you say to Finny?
Am I going to have to ask Valen for advice? And do we sing the song Finny Fox and Valen sitting in a tree? Kissing.
Pretty sure Valen has a wife or girlfriend that he lives with. That's not.
Yeah, isn't that the case? So, This has gotten confusing. Where's Valen when we need him? We need to kind of get some clarity around this.
Call him. Don't say his name 2 more times.
Sorry,
please.
I won't say Valen 2 more times, because if I say Valen 2 more times, he could just show up out of thin air.
Oh, he's going to show up now.
I'll make sure not to say Valen very often.
Drax was critical of Rocco's basilisk.
What? Rocco's basilisk? What is a basilisk?
It's a fictitious monster.
Oh.
Lizard snake, I think. Reptilian type thing.
Why can't we get a match?
It's a time-traveling sentient computer.
Ooh. Seriously?
Help me, I am trapped in time.
Rocco's basilisk.
I've never even heard of that. I've heard of a basilisk before, but I didn't know what it was. Didn't know.
Is he charging you for it, Finny?
I think for Finny.
Oh, he's single. Okay.
Yeah, I thought Valen was single.
I thought he had a wife or something.
But not for long.
All right, so, okay, I feel like this is totally inappropriate, and I should not even ask this question. But I am Dark Marauder, and Drax is here to provide counseling in case, I overstep the bounds. But do you find your relationship that there could be some potential for it becoming more romantically inclined? Or is it strictly just friends, and that's probably all it'll ever be?
I think you're probably
And you probably shouldn't answer that question, but we're kind of hoping you do. And Valen does not seem to be here, so you're safe. And your secret will be safe with probably no one.
And put the right lighting, and then supply the right alcohol, and you'll be an item.
All our dark streams are messed up. It's okay. Yeah, you're right in the middle of it. Your friends. Okay. All right. I think that's cool. Hellbringer.
It'd be good content. Yeah, Finny, make it good content. Answer.
Single is the last Pringle in the tin. I've never heard that phrase. That's hilarious.
Is that a new substitute for swear word?
No, that's just somebody that's totally single, like all the other ones that are worth taking are gone. There's just one left. The one that everyone's going to fight over, most likely.
I think I have to. Hey, we've got Wormskull and Thundercats again. That's great.
Oh.
I'm going to have dinner after this.
What time is it? I probably should go to bed after this. Yeah. But I don't think I can go until... But sounds like you guys are friends, and that's great. No problem there. Not that there's any problem anyway. I just don't want to assert things or allude to things that may not be correct. That would be unfair to Valen.
No, I'm going to go there.
To you.
So, Fenny, when you had the conversation, was it you staying with friends or was it him staying with friends?
Yeah, that's a good question, because I told Jennifer we were just going to be friends for 6 months, and then I proposed to her.
I feel it's not.
So there you go.
Because I feel like if one of you supplied the alcohol, depending on who answers this, it could change.
No, Drax, the most important thing ever, you have to know. Don't get friends on, okay? That's all it matters.
That's important somehow? I don't see why that's important, because if you're not going to be romantically involved, does that mean you can't be friends anymore? Why not just be friends? That's fine.
No, I mean, yes.
Oh no, fair enough. Look, Fenny's come out of relationships.
Yeah, it's probably good not to be in a relationship after, meet for some time at least.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing to say. But,
but
there's always that but, huh?
Sometimes things happen for a reason.
My goal or my desire for people, I don't really have goals for other people, but my desire for people is for that they be happy. So if, that's happy because you're friends.
That's not true, because I wanted an 18-year-old and you told me that was inappropriate.
Yeah, but I don't know that it would happy. I don't know that it would make you both happy. I don't know. So my goal is for you.
You're saying she might not be happy?
I'm not going to finish that. I'm just going to say my goal is that you would both be happy. And if you were, then great. I'm happy for you.
We heard it, Doc. I
didn't say it. I think I sidestepped very nicely to the real...
It's like the guy who breaks in and offers me a jar of mayonnaise. You don't have to say it, but there's a lot of stuff that gets not said that's true.
I just say, I want you both to be happy. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing to want.
That is lovely. Thank you. Thank you for thinking of me so much.
Acquired.
If you can find someone who's willing to marry you who's 18, I think that, well, let's see. I think that it's a great time to change the subject.
It's been time, like 20 minutes ago. You guys are way too nosy at pushing in some...
Hellbringer. Hellbringer just feels left out because we're not pushing in on him.
Change the subject.
No, I say this because you guys push on me the hardest. You guys are way too nosy.
Like I said, she's totally free to not answer any of these questions. I think I did give that disclaimer right up front.
From somebody who was a pastor, I think you would know better to ask them some questions.
Yeah, but I'm not a pastor right now. I'm just a interested, cohort. I think there's something about when people, fall in love that everybody just is happy for them. So if that was the case, I wanted to be happy. And if it's not, that's fine too. Totally, that's happy too. I'm happy. I'm a happy guy. Happy. Except for when these guys shoot me. That's not so happy. I am getting shot a lot, however. And I'm not getting to shoot very much. Which means I'm in a very bad location, I think. Is everybody else down below? Where's our team? I don't see them up here.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I want to go down there, though.
Oh, how the hell?
I haven't been in Eben Jag for so long. Maybe I just need to be...
They're fighting off the tunnel.
Target spotted.
I'm hanging back.
I should have hung back more. I tried to hang back and they were coming up and poking me.
New target acquired.
Crimson, you're by yourself again, buddy.
I know. I'm just drawing out away, just like don't care me.
New target acquired.
We're up by 1. I actually still have a little bit of armor in all my weapons, so that's nice.
New target acquired.
Have they broken through the tunnel yet?
Target destroyed.
No.
Some on platform, some on the tunnel.
Are they trying?
Dying, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're trying to come around the side of the tunnel too.
I don't see anybody near the end of the tunnel here, so I can't shoot at them. Oh, I do see somebody there.
One touch into.
UAV drop. UAV inbound, I need to get.
Wish they just push out so I can get some bloody good shots on them. You dead, Crimson? No, okay.
I was there for a moment, but there was a 5-7 chasing me, so there's.
I know, I was trying to shoot it, but it's too far away. Just worried it doesn't come at me.
Oh, looks like they did some damage over here. Who's that down there? Is that McFish? I'm with you, McFish.
In the tunnel, they're all in the tunnel.
Target spotted.
Gosh, they almost got me killed.
Get Psycho, and you can win the match.
Got.
Target spotted.
They got you on stuff.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Come on, anybody?
Target spotted. Need assistance. Target spotted.
Oh, is that? Oh, I was shooting someone in the back.
Still got that guy sniping at us back up there. Where is he?
Kill the warhead and snap you guys. It was almost caught. Almost.
Left torso critical damage. Left leg.
All right, where's the little guy?
Target spotted.
Fire starter.
Left torso destroyed.
Yes, they're falling into pieces now.
I am falling into pieces now, is what you're trying to say.
Destroyed.
They came out. Oh, my foot's doing that thing again.
Large pulse.
Yeah, this is done.
Oh, they killed me. Gosh, I'm not doing well tonight. I did pretty well last night. Of course, I was in my Hellbringer.
Airstrike online.
Did they go out the side? Yeah, they went out the side.
There's still a rifleman in there, I think.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, the rifleman
he's
is
dead.
out. Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all at the back now.
Behind you, Warhammer. There's a light behind you guys. Go. It's almost late.
Left arm critical damage. Destroyed.
Nice.
You trees.
Target destroyed.
GG guys.
Nice! I didn't do much. Just covered the tunnel.
Hellbringer, you're right. It's good to move on. I don't want to, take that further than it is. I think it's all fine and good fun if everybody's fine, but we do want to be careful with Valen's privacy.
I want to make Valen squirm.
Well, yeah, but he's not here to make him squirm, so it'd be better for him to be here, right?
It's even better. Then I don't have to worry about the counter argument.
All right, that was terrible. So that's that. You gotta go. I gotta go to bed. I hate to end on one of those, but oh well. I should go to bed. All I'm trying to say is that Valen protects friends. I think, yeah, we got that, and I think that's great.
I mean,
Finney, you're fine. We're teasing Valen behind his back, but we're all fine. We all like Valen and think very highly of him.
Look, just SOS will come up with some kind of code if you need help, Finney. That's all I'm saying. Just like tap 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 tap.
Space bar, dot, period. Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that.
But look at this great paint job, though. Look at that. Ooh. Simple, but cool. Maybe would you do one more, Drax? One more? We lost Hellbringer again. Hellbringer, do you want to... Oh, wait, we lost McFish.
He's very
Hellbringer, do you want to come in? McFish? McFish is...
McFish? I do, but I'm running my direwolf, so...
There's 85 tons. I think you'd be okay.
It's coming. We only have 2 heavy and medium.
If I fits, I ships.
Okay, try and see if you can squeeze in there. See if you can worm skull in there a little bit. Look at that, you got 10 extra tons. You could put some more medium lasers on that thing. All right, here we go. Last drop. Woohoo! I know McFish, like, they're quitting. Okay, I'm gone. Sorry, McFish. I didn't mean to give you a false start, fake you out. I'm on hibernal. Sorry. McFish is quick. Some people definitely...
I mean, is that a swear word?
No, that's a SOS. There's definitely she needs help. Yeah. All right. We will notify.
We're not actually going to help.
No, but we are going to notify the authorities, just not probably the proper authorities.
Why? It's snitching.
Well, it won't be the proper authorities. It'll just be some authorities. Like, we'll find somebody who's really good at something, and we'll let them know you need help.
Oh, like a veterinarian or something.
Yeah. Because I don't want you to think we'll do nothing.
Like an ice cream delivery person.
Yeah. I mean, if you have your own ice cream truck, that makes you an authority. We'll notify the ice cream truck driver to drop by your place and deliver you some ice cream.
That's the safety code. Okay, learnt.
Oh, that's right. What was my plan, Miss BNR? How are we going to help you? He saw there was no tartar sauce. He left. No conquering involved. Miss BNR, how was I going to help you? I don't remember because I'm getting old. I do remember something about that, though. Isn't it nice to wake up every day with a brand new day and not remember all the things from yesterday that you didn't do or screwed up or something like that? It's nice. It's nice. Drax, by the way, you need to watch on Netflix Somebody Feed Phil. I think I told you this. Somebody Feed Phil. The guy who co-created Everybody Loves Raymond. It's a sitcom. And he loves food. And he just made his own Netflix show where he goes around to different cities all around the world. And he finds somebody who knows where the best food is. And he goes with them or other people to where these chefs have these, amazing... Oh. It might be a hole in the wall that has the best noodle soup he's ever tasted in his life.
That's like my dream job, what that guy's doing.
$1 a bowl.
That's like my dream job. Like, can you imagine that? I'm just going to eat out at places I want to eat, and you're going to film me, and I'm going to have all these facial
That's what he does. That's what he does.
And I'm going to get paid to do that. That's
what he does. We should start a show like that.
What are we going to call it?
Somebody Feed Bruce.
Two bickering old men? Is that
no?
Okay.
No. We could call it Feed the Boys.
Brian, did you hear that? Feed the boys.
Wherever we go, they have to feed us, and we talk about how weird or great the food is. Well, we want it to appeal to younger people too, Miss BNR, not just old fogies. Like, you don't want to go feed the geezers. No one's going to watch that. So Feed the Boys. That kind of youngs it up. It's marketing, Miss BNR. Marketing.
Call it Da Boys.
The Boys. Yeah, the boys in the hood.
The Jew and the Pastor. Yeah, there you go. The Jew and the Pastor.
Yeah, the Jew and the Pastor. That'd be hilarious. Phil's Jewish, though, so we'd kind of be stomping on his turf. Maybe you could...
Oh, no.
Maybe you could, for the show, take on a pursuit of other religion.
I don't think Dark is grumpy. I mean, I'm more grumpy than Dark.
I'm not grumpy. What are you talking about? Who said that?
I know,
ungrumpy old men.
No.
ungrumpy old
Yeah, that
man.
would work.
Because you can't be grumpy because it's already used.
Like,
ungrumpy, you can. And you're not grumpy. Really,
wouldn't it be like goofy old man?
Yeah.
It'll work.
Drax isn't really old yet. I'm really the only
Yeah,
one who's
grumpy
old,
guy.
and I'm just barely old, I think.
I really think Dumb and Dumber would be the
I
best.
know. If that hadn't been taken, I know. I feel somehow robbed that was taken.
God.
Dumb and Dumber. That's nice.
I wish I could climb up there. I guess I
The
can.
question is who's Larry, who's Lloyd?
Does it really matter?
Yes, it does.
Uh-oh.
Because one's dumb and one's dumb.
Oh, that's true. I could be the dumber one. That's fine. I'm secure.
And which one is that?
I don't know. Just me. It'd be me.
Exactly. Nobody.
You going dark?
I'm going through this tunnel like I shouldn't because it's here. This makes me dumber. If I had my Hellbringer, they wouldn't see me coming. This is a bad move. I'm off on a bad move already.
Entrance seems clear.
Target spotted.
God, I hate you.
We should not be here.
You jinxed it. You
What?
know.
Jinx it. They were all there
Water's
anyway.
always better. Water's always better on this map, guys.
Target spotted.
I'm going to get out of here.
The
I
moment,
don't know what you're doing in here, Crimson. You shouldn't have gone in here.
the moment you said about it, the shoulder right from
You
my
should
face.
not have come in.
I finally get over here and you
No,
guys
you
are
don't. You
evading.
just want to turn around. If you want to go through there, we'll go with you. But there is another dire wolf and something else there,
Yeah, there was
and
also
we'll
something
be in
else.
the choke point, right? So, somebody's up. Oh, a gargoyle. Somebody's getting beat up. Snake Eyes is getting a pounding.
Yeah. We need helping.
All right. Well, we got a spider here we can work on.
Heat level critical. New target acquired.
They've moved out of the rear completely. Oh, that's good. They're all in C4 looking at you guys. That's nice.
They're pushing us in the tunnel, guys. They're pushing us in the tunnel. You could maybe go in their back.
To the hotel for me, thank you.
Need assistance.
Lost all my S on them. Okay, hotel. Guys, majority of them is in tunnel, guys.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
The whole fight's going on in here.
Heat level.
Yeah, about 6 of them, 7 of them. It's like half of them.
Get out of the tunnel.
Artillery strike.
Shoot everything out of the tunnel, and then they come out and we can shoot everything in the tunnel.
They're all in here with us. Yeah,
No,
I was trying to back out, but I was.
There's plenty of people outside the
I'm
tunnel.
out. I made it.
And that's
I
why
would
they're
say
dying.
3/4 of the team is in the tunnel right now. There's like 10 mechs.
We're 5-3 and we've shot everything outside the tunnel.
They all came out after me.
Now when they come out, yeah, that's good. Now we can
Now I'm
just shoot
dead.
them.
I'm dead. He's dead, Jim. Feed the fools.
I mean, you don't ever like. If you see mechs in tunnel, that's perfect. It means they're split.
Somebody and anybody to anybody go eat.
Damage.
Yeah, I need to go in.
Somebody and anybody go eat. It's too long, Finny Fox.
Oh, the name.
It's got to be short and sweet, catchy and smart, witty and charming.
New target acquired.
Hey, Feed the Boys is still probably better.
New target acquired.
Could be very hungry guys. Or it could be keep your mitts off my food.
Someone get that UAV, please.
So we could go eat together and fight over who gets to eat what. Miss Binar, I know you didn't think of that. You probably read that online. So I know that wouldn't come from your own mind.
Target spotted.
How about
New target
I can't
acquired.
move? So it'd be like after we're done eating.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
But anyway, there's 4 seasons. The 5th season's coming out. You'll
25%.
most of them you're going to really like.
Target destroyed.
Somebody feed Phil.
Target
It's very fun.
acquired.
Oh, we're winning. I can't believe it. That's because of our great tunnel push, I'll bet, right?
Target destroyed.
Well, maybe you delayed them in there, but you kind of just died in there for like wasted.
Don't
like,
say
you could
that.
have been outside shooting everything outside.
Don't say that. That's terrible.
Well, my death was in vain. I didn't do any.
I did 5.
I went in the tunnel. It was dark. I got scared. I yelled for dark. He could then come out.
I was there.
Nobody held on the end.
Hellbringer,
Oh my
I
God.
was there. I did 500 damage in that tunnel with you.
But it was dark. I couldn't see anything dark.
It's my.
It's scary the way
It is
these
scary.
our fans, your fans, have basically decided what the name should be. It says a lot about them and what they think of
I
us.
know all the suggestions. Yeah.
Feed the fools. So what Miss BNR is implying is that we're fools.
Mentally deficient smorgasbord.
Dumb and dumber. I mean, that's just
That's,
not
no,
nice.
it's not nice, Hellbringer. That's not nice.
Well,
So he doubles down. No, it's not nice, but it fits them. Oh my god.
It's like the most proper name for any show that you two could come up with ever. Like, I'm sure you could go to the people that own the copyrights for Dumb and Dumber, show them what you guys are planning,
And they'd say, okay.
and they'd be like, "Oh my God, yes, please." This
Well, you know what? They made a lot of money from those series, and we didn't have to watch it. All those people watched that and loved it, which is why they made so much
That's
money on
right.
it. So what does that say about the people watching it?
It says one more.
So what I have to ask you, Hellbringer, is will you watch it?
I will not.
It would be.
You guys will.
Wait, I've got.
one more.
I have to go.
I should go to bed. I would do one more, but I already did one more. This would be one more. I should go to bed.
Dog, come on, dog. You have to run your mohawk with me, dog.
So yeah.
All right. Good night. I gotta go to bed, guys. I'm so sorry. All right, everybody in stream, thanks so much for the drops. Everybody in chat, thanks so much for the great food show naming ideas that have all been vetoed except for mine, which I like the best. And then for all the new followers who are now soon to be enthusiasts, ooh, chicken. Yeah, it could be Kanga and Roo or something like that. I could be Kanga and he could be Roo. I don't know. Maybe we need some marketing research on this. Anyway, until next time, this has been Ghostlands, which, as you know, is your favorite place to waste the most important moments of your life. See you later. Probably tomorrow. That's right, probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Soy sauce honey recipe. Chicken. You has chicken, Hellbringer? Now I'm jealous of that too. All the foods. All the good foods.
Marinated for 3-4 hours.
Oh my god.
Slow cooked for about 2-3 hours.
That sounds great.
It smells so
I had a good
good.
hamburger today.
I haven't ate nothing yesterday, and I barely ate anything yesterday
Oh,
either.
man.
So I'm famished, you know. We had a blizzard come through.
Another
again,
one?
And my brakes are shot. Mhm.
You still-
Winter or spring just won't come.
Do you still have water?
No, it's frozen again.
Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
This whole next week is going to be below freezing pretty much.
You don't deserve this. You should not have to deal with that. I'm really sorry.
I has chicken. It's all good.
You know what you could do is
Good
you
for
could
you.
run your CPU cooler fluid through your water line, and it would heat up the water line all the time. Just keep it running all the time.
Yeah, that's an idea.
I know. Especially if you put that metallic, shiny stuff in there. That'd be great.
Oh.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Oh, speaking of which, hold on, before you leave, I found out today that this socket type, this LGA 1200, uses the same mounting as all the LGA 1500s. So basically, I got a whole bunch of different coolers I could throw on here to fix this problem.
Oh, cool.
I just have to do
Cool.
it. Yeah, that's how I got to spend no money.
All right.
So. Yeah.
All right. Good night.